remember a time back in the mid-'80s, I was driving home from Spokane, and it was a spring day, just turning from winter to spring, and Eastern Washington, a lot of snow back there. And I remember one time I was driving on Interstate 90 at this one spot, and it's a 2-lane each way, right? But one lane was clearer. There was snow all around, but one lane had gotten clear and was dry because the sun was out and it had gotten dry. And the other lane, the fast lane of the interstate over there, had a little bit of snow, and there was a big lump of snow in between, a big, you know what I'm talking about? And so if I wanted to get in the other lane, it was going to be going over that snow first of all, and I'm doing 50, 55 miles an hour. So I basically just stayed in the slow lane behind this one car, but at one point it got too slow and I knew I could go fast into the lane. And so I carefully changed lanes, got past that snow in the middle, and I got in the other lane, and it was pretty clear. And so I started to pass the car slowly and carefully, and I got to where the front edge of my car was just getting past the guy's rear fender. Okay, so I'm slowly just passing him, and all of a sudden he hit slush. And so here we are, about 50 miles an hour, lots of snow, and I have slush all over my windshield. I can't see a thing, and I'm probably 4 feet away from his car, between our fenders. And so I have a decision to make. Interstate 90 is pretty straight, and I remember glancing ahead, and it was straight. And so I made a decision to go forward. I could pull back if I wanted to, but I decided to pull forward. So I just gripped the steering wheel and made sure that I trusted the direction, and I floored it. And within about 3 or 4 seconds, I was past the guy's tire, and so the slush was gone, and I could see, and everything was fine. But for a while there, I couldn't see anything, and I just had to decide, am I going to go forward or going to go back? And that's how it's been the last month or two. With it being, thick but good, I just got to decide every day to go forward, assuming that at some point something's going to break through, something's going to change, believing it's the right direction, rather than just giving up at any level and pulling back. And today, pretty cool thing happened. I've been dealing for a long time with my past with stuff with just me having a hard time believing my value. And I don't want to go into any details, but I've been wrestling with this for 3 or 4 or 5 years now. And I've said, I just don't know what to do. And I was meeting with a friend of mine today, and then it ended up being about me all day today. And we started just digging a hole of thought, one that he wanted to go down. And it felt like it was the right spot. And we were talking about my mom a little bit, and the just guilt from some things there with mom. And I don't know, it's too hard to explain, but it got emotional, and it was interesting. I could almost feel air as I was just sort of letting it out emotionally. I could almost feel air getting into some areas of my heart that it had been squeezed out of before. Kind of like water being drawn in by a sponge that's been dry for a long time. It was a strange little phenomenon. And I realized it's Mother's Day coming up, and I need to go see my mom's grave. Probably do it Thursday, because I'm going to be really busy this weekend and I won't be able to get out. I've only been to my mom's grave, I think, once since 79, 34 years. It's time to go back. And I won't bore you with the details. I don't even know if I can explain what I'm thinking or feeling, but just deciding to go forward, even though it was thick, got me to today. Got a little glimmer of hope that I found the little spot of injury that has been clinging to my heart to keep me from believing I'm valuable apart from my accomplishments. Thanks, Jeff. I appreciate it. See you guys later. Bye-bye.